What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Addicts. My name is Dawson. I'm your host, joined by Mick and Wyatt. And y'all know what day it is. It is Wednesday, which means we got a midweek mock draft for you. Favorite video of the week, probably, because we get to argue over who to draft, and y'all get to see us argue. So those are the most fun ones to film. So with that being said, we are in the full swing of fantasy football season now. It is officially August. We are hitting it hard now, boys. Fantasy season is now the next month, so y'all keep your eye out for tons of videos coming your way. We're going to hit it really hard this last month, and we're excited. So with that being said, let's get into the mock draft. So once again, this is going to be we're back to drafting all in one team because Mick is back at home, so he doesn't have his laptop to draft, so we can't really do our own draft spots, but we will go back to that probably next week. So this week we're all going to be combined at the 101. Because it's going to be a fun pick because now Wyatt can argue about taking Clyde and stuff like that. So it'll be a half PPR, 10-team, super flex with 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, and 2 flexes. And the super flex is usually 2 quarterbacks. So let's get into it. Let's run this draft. All right, so we are on the clock with the 101. Obviously Wyatt is probably going to want to take CEH, but I think that I still think right now McCaffrey is the best bet. I know that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think with Damian Williams opting out, I think Clyde is my 5th, maybe 6th running back in the league right now for draft. So I'm not going to take Clyde over Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, Alvin Kamara, Zeke, and if Dalvin Cook. It's a Dalvin Cook. I need to know that he's playing first, but Dalvin Cook would be the other one.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I had Clyde in our running back ranking list. I'll have to go back.
I think it was
look.
4.
4, yeah. So at the very least, with Damian Williams opting out, which I already had him as irrelevant, I'm putting Clyde at 3 behind CMC, Saquon, and that's it. So I would definitely argue taking him 101, but I'm fine with McCaffrey at the 101 here because I do think there's a chance Clyde falls. We end up with 2 goon running backs, 2 top 5s. I'm okay with that.
So we went with CMC, and I do agree with Nick that I have Clyde kind of after that big tier of the big 5 or whatever it is. So I don't know if Sleeper has updated CMC or CEH's ADP, which doesn't look like they have.
I don't think they've updated his ADP, but they have updated his projected points for week 1, so they are aware of what's going on. But I don't think his ADP has been affected.
Okay, so do we play it realistic? Because realistically, we know he's not making it past the top round. But do we play it realistically, or do we just take the best? I'm sure maybe there's some leagues that he does fall. Who knows?
I think if you're playing in a league with unexperienced fantasy football players or people who just don't pay that much attention, very possible you get Clyde in the second round, 100%. But if we want to do this as most realistic as possible with people who know what they're doing and you want to take fantasy football really seriously, I don't think Clyde's going to be there. I don't think you're going to end up with him at the 210. So
how are we playing? Are we going to play it like it's an at-home league?
They would play it realistic because no one's going to be drafting with Clyde at the 210.
Yeah, I agree. So that'll leave. We're going to take out Clyde here, but obviously if he does fall to you at the 210 in a real draft, take him.
Take him. 100%.
We would be taking him, but we're just trying to make it more realistic because most leagues, anyone who watches football knows Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to be a first-round running back this year.
Absolutely.
So that leaves Kittle. We have a minute. I think Kittle is.
Just go to running back. I think we're going to go to running back here.
We have 2 picks back-to-back, so don't forget that.
Yeah.
I don't hate James Conner if he can stay healthy, but that's a big if. This running back range is the worst.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Chris Carson here.
I'm not bad. I don't hate that either.
I think I'm going to take Kittle.
Kittle and Carson?
I have no problem taking a tight end here.
I think we go Kittle and Carson.
I
don't hate
Kelsey.
the risk.
That's just me, but Kittle's not a bad
option. Are we for
either.
sure taking Carson?
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with Carson.
So we took Carson. I'd like Carson. When you're pairing him with Christian McCaffrey, the only risk with Carson is that he's injury prone, or not injury prone, but he could get hurt. He could re-injure that. He is coming off that big injury. I think that was his hip, something like that.
Yeah, but his injury risk apparently isn't very high, and they're in a high running volume offense.
Exactly.
What scares me about Chris Carson is the amount of running backs that's there. They just signed Carlos Hyde, and Rashad Penny will be there about halfway through the season. So, yeah.
I'm not worried about halfway through the season, I don't think. I mean, by then he might not even be on my team. Probably won't be.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I think we go tight end here. I think the value at tight end is good right here, and I don't see any I mean, we could take receiver, but
Yeah, I like Kittle.
I like Kelsey more than Kittle, but if it's 2-1, we can go Kittle.
I like
Kittle over.
But I think that you have to take a tight end since we have one super running back and one
Dude, I think we have locked up number one running back and a number one tight end, arguably, on both of them. And Chris Carson, if he stays healthy, could be a league winner. I mean, he could be very in that high volume rushing offense. And that takes us A-Rob and DJ Moore.
On the board.
DJ Moore is on the board.
A lot of good options here.
This is why we say it so many times, people, but
we got back to back, so I think we
don't need to take a wide receiver in the top rounds.
I think we go 2 wide receivers here.
I think we have to go DJ Moore. I mean, we have to, right? Have one of these picks.
I'm fine with Ridley and Moore as our 2 receivers. I think
I'm good with Ridley and Moore, Allen Robinson and Moore.
I'm cool with Ridley and Moore, AJ Brown and Ridley.
I'd rather Moore over AJ Brown easily.
I think you're getting good value.
We have any of those 3, AJ Brown, Ridley, or
I'm honestly fine with DJ Moore, Robert Woods.
Yeah, me too. I took DJ
Calvin
Moore
Ridley
because everyone seems to be
AJ Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, A-Rob.
This range is so good. I'm good with A-Rob, Ridley, or Robert Woods here. Those are my 3. So Nick, you choose.
I think I'm gonna go with Ridley.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Ridley.
Ridley in the 5-1. I'll take that. Dude, this is looking real nice. Look at this.
We had Clyde there.
The only problem, I know. The only problem is Chris Carson in the second round.
I don't love those. Yeah, that's the problem with the first pick. But again, if you do happen to have Clyde or someone like that,
look how many running backs went off the board. Like, that's why we had to take Carson. We had like 15 running backs go in the first 20 picks. Like, something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
I do like how out of the 1, which I wouldn't know because I've drafted there never this year, is that you get those 2 receivers right in the sweet spot with all of those good guys around the 4 and 5.
All of them are left on the board.
I would have targeted the 1 spot had I paid attention to that earlier, for sure.
So that's going to kind of leave us with, I think we'd go Terry McLaurin and Kareem Hunt, or Terry McLaurin, Dak. Running backs.
For me, I draft Hunt as a trade piece, and I really don't want to do that for this. I would rather yes.
Hunt's a league winner if he pops, though. Obviously, everyone knows that.
I like those guys. I like drafting them because I'm a trade fiend, and I trade like every day. So they're good value to trade. Someone's always going to look on the upside, and he possibly could pop. For me, I just like having, for guys that I know are going to be in my lineup, I like having a solid starter.
We could go Terry McLaurin.
Is Terry, or you could go QB here.
I like Terry McLaurin.
I think we need to – I like Scary Terry as well. I just traded for him in another league. But I think that we need to get Terry McLaurin and Kareem Hunt because Chris Carson scares me, and I think we need to have a backup plan. And I think having Chris Carson and Kareem Hunt, worst case scenario, you could package them both in the deal to get – Let's do something
we haven't really done yet, and let's just wait really late on quarterback. Let's change it up a little bit and just try to get quarterbacks in like 10 and 11 or something like that.
Yeah, I like Hunt also just because of his pass catching ability. Like if you're in PPR, I think he's going to be insane. I think he'll be around 10 a week, no problem.
Yeah.
Which he could easily take over Carson as the number 2 in this lineup. So
that's
actually a good value.
Let's do Kareem Hunt. It's good value to trade. It's a league winner if Nick Chubb goes down, and it's depth at the running back position, which I'm good with. You know that. So now let's do some, guys. We have never done this before. I don't think we are going to wait a long time on quarterback. No matter who we see right here, let's just try it out. Give our viewers a little something different.
Let's just not touch quarterback. We can get our
let's just not touch quarterback and see if we can get like a Stafford and like a Daniel Jones or something like that. Like someone super late. So let's fill out right now we're on our bench now. So let's fill out some solid bench.
None of those options. Yeah, Tyler Boyd, 100%.
Tyler Boyd.
That's one. Tyler Boyd for sure, and I like Phillip Lindsay or Marvin Jones Jr.
I think if we want to build on the running back depth, I think Phillip Lindsay is the move. But I think we need to have it depends on what you're trying to do here. Because if you're trying to do the running back depth, I think that Phillip Lindsay's the move. But if you're not scared of Chris Carson, then I think we can double up on receivers.
I think we're all scared about Chris Carson with injury risk. And
I'm not scared with Chris Carson at all now that we have Kareem Hunt. Like zero.
Right, no, but I'm saying like he is a risk to go down, and so
I'm not worried. I'm more worried about Carlos Hyde and how much work is he going to get.
You shouldn't be worried about Carlos Hyde. I don't think he's going to get more than
100
touches. So I took Tyler Boyd because we were all in agreement on that, and which he went in our super flex, but he's not going to be. He's going to be on our bench. But that's going to take us to, I think we need to go with I like Philip Lindsay here. I like running back depth, and he's going to catch passes. He's going to see a lot of groundwork. I think he's going to be a fine running back. That's all it is. It's a safe play, in my opinion. Wyatt?
I don't love it because, in my opinion, when you're waiting on quarterback and trying to stack these flex spots, you want a high upside guy, and I don't think Lindsay has it, especially for redraft purposes and dynasty. I don't hate it at all.
So who do you
but
like?
I don't think there's ever going to be a situation unless like Melvin Gordon gets hurt that he's going to be an absolute stud. I would just click on running back or wide receiver specifically and just kind of see who falls in that list. I see Sony Michel. Don't hate that.
You like James White or Philip Lindsay?
Who? What was the first one?
James White.
James White. More. I like James White more for this year's purposes.
Cam Newton does he target the running back that much?
Yeah.
He's rushing.
I think he will because everyone's opting out. They're tanking for Trevor Lawrence. I think James White, if he's playing, you're going to get
Marvin Jones Jr., Julian Edelman, or Deontay Johnson. But we have 30 seconds, so let's decide.
Fine with taking James White right here. Maybe even Michael Gallup. I mean, I don't know why I would say that. I don't love how many weapons are there, but he is going to have
All right, I'll go James White. James White. I would.
The more the Pats tank, the more their offensive weapons become more valuable because they're just going to be tossing the ball down the field.
I mean, if they're tanking, they're going to be behind in games. And
they're tanking 100%. Two of their offensive leaders are already opted out. They're tanking 100%.
So, who do y'all like here? This is a really gross range. I really wish we could take a quarterback, but I'm trying. I guess this is the range. I guess this is the range where we take our quarterback, the 10th and 11th. So
I feel like this is the range where you take your first quarterback.
Brady this late is an absolute steal.
I like Brady.
I don't know
here.
how he's going this late.
Joshua Allen, bro.
No.
He's going to rush for like an extra 750 yards.
I don't care. Tom Brady's throwing for 45 touchdowns. Like, what do people not get about that? He has the best offensive weapons that the NFL has seen, bro.
We're going with Brady because I don't like Tom Brady as a quarterback talent. But
finishes hires of fantasy.
I'll bet you any amount of money. Any amount of money.
$1 billion.
Okay. No. Josh Allen is going to fade out. He can't hit the freaking beach from the ocean from the beach, bro.
Oh, he can't hit the beach from the ocean either.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro.
Wait for my Josh Allen profile to come out.
Let's go to I like Christian Kirk here.
Yeah, I like Christian Kirk a lot.
I do hate that one of the offensive linemen for the Cardinals just opted out. What are you doing? Kyler Murray needs all the help he can get.
I like Christian Kirk. I like Christian Kirk here. Let's go with Christian Kirk. Dude, I like the late quarterback. I mean, we've talked about how I think quarterback value is still good late. But I do.
The fact that you're getting Tom Brady, who's going to finish top 5 in the 10th, that's crazy.
This range is a good quarterback range right here. Like Drew, Matt Ryan, Brady, Allen, Baker, Matthew Stafford. Like, did we just pass on Matthew Stafford? Oh my God, I'm so dumb. I didn't see. I would.
Tom Brady's going to finish higher than Matthew Stafford.
I'll take Stafford over Brady. Nope. Very close though. I just think Stafford's a better quarterback as far as like quarterback talent. So that takes us to our 12-10. And so let's go with Chase Edmonds or Tony Pollard. We're kind of in handcuff right now. We're just shooting for
Jamison Crowder. Steal this late.
All right. I like that.
I do too.
He's a wide receiver 1 right now, right?
In a game.
Technically, he's a wide receiver 1. I mean, I know Denzel Mims is a rookie, but yeah, Mims will probably take over.
Crowder will move to the 2, though. That's not that bad.
He'll still be fine. I think that offense is going to take a little bit of a step forward, too. I mean, they were really bad last year.
Yeah.
And we need one more running back, I think. We have 4 or 5, or we have 3 or 4.
Chase Edmonds still on the board? I like Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, Chase Edmonds. He's high upside.
I think he's in the same tier as like Kareem Hunt and James White, honestly, and I think that people just got their.
I think Kenyon Drake's still going to catch more passes than Chase Edmonds. James White is
I think barring any
catcher.
Serious change, Chase Edmonds is just like waiting for Kenyon Drake to leave or get hurt.
But I think Chase Edmonds is he's a good running back.
He's
a good
solid.
fantasy running back.
He just needs
the
behind
reps. Drake right now, but I think
he
will
just
not
needs,
sign an extension.
He just needs the volume.
I think Drake is out of Arizona this year. If would be my guess, he's kind of getting up there in age. Right? Yeah.
Now, I feel like we're pretty heavy on receiver right now, though.
Dude, no, we're pretty even right now. We have 4 running backs, 4 receivers. No, 5 and 5 actually kind of flexes.
We've got no second quarterback yet.
Oh yeah, we got to take our quarterback here. You're right.
We've got no backup tight end either.
Okay, so let's go. I think we should go. Ryan Tannehill.
I was gonna say Burrow.
I like Burrow or Rivers here.
We'll go Burrow.
I only like Burrow because of the weapons around him.
All right, I will go Burrow.
I see Burrow definitely trying to sling it. I don't see a way in
which he fails. I don't see a way in which like with that many weapons and an improved offensive line, there's no way and a good running back.
He could just close his eyes and throw it, and somebody.
Tyler Boyd or AJ Green's gonna catch it.
Yeah.
Or T.
So
Higgins.
I think we go. Preston Williams or Jalen Reagor.
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor.
I think I'm gonna go with Jalen Reagor.
I agree.
Preston.
And then we'll finish out with our backup tight end, huh? We're going to go 2 quarterbacks here.
I want every piece of that Eagles offense this year.
Do we need a backup
to be
tight
honest?
End? We kind of messed up and didn't take a backup quarterback or tight end until the last round. So
we don't need a backup tight end. You can honestly just pick one up.
Yeah,
I mean, most 16 players.
I'm going to go backup quarterback here.
Yeah, I think a quarterback gives you more value.
Ryan Tannehill or Drew Lock? I think we take Drew Lock every time. So let's change it up. Okay, for the record, I think we would all go Drew Lock here over
I thought you were saying that we take Drew Lock every time. Or I thought you were about to say, like, clearly Drew Lock's the move or something. So I was about to say it. And then you're like, we take him every time, so we're not taking him. But, yeah, we would all take Drew Lock here. I think we take Tannehill or Garoppolo just to mix it up. Maybe even Rivers. I like Rivers, to be honest. But
I don't like Rivers.
I don't like Rivers either.
You don't like Rivers with T.Y., Pittman, all the running backs?
I think T.Y. is one of the most overrated.
I think they're going to be run heavy this year.
Yeah.
I think we go Ryan Tannehill to close out. So just to clarify, we did not get a backup tight end. So if that scares any of y'all, it's because we took George Kittle. So he's going to start every week. Out on his bye week, we can probably pick someone up on the waiver wire.
Who's bye week he's starting.
He might still start on his bye week, yeah.
Yeah, he might get us more points. So that is going to do it for this week's mock draft. We got, as our starting roster, we decided to do quarterback very late this time to change it up. And I really liked how it turned out. I think we got really good depth as far as our position players. So quarterback is Tom Brady with Christian McCaffrey, Chris Carson at running back, DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley at receiver, George Kittle at tight end, Terry McLaurin and Kareem Hunt in our flex with Joe Burrow in our super flex. And then we got Tyler Boyd on the bench with James White, Christian Kirk, Jamison Crowder, Chase Edmonds, Jalen Reagor, and then Ryan Tannehill as our backup quarterback.
The sheer depth of this lineup.
This shows you how valuable
might be waiting on quarterbacks. Yeah, I might be waiting on quarterbacks.
This is why you take a quarterback with your your third to last pick.
Yeah, look, this is why. That's how I won the league last year.
I didn't, bro. That is
remember
crazy.
the league I won, our redraft league. I didn't draft the quarterback until like round 12. I got Kyler Murray and then Jameis Winston, and I destroyed the league because like you can get good quarterbacks. I got them in like the 11th and 12th round or something like that, and I just loaded up on position players. And I had all that depth, and I had really good position players. That's why I was so stacked because I didn't take. Everyone was taking quarterbacks in like the 6th or 7th, and I just waited. All right, so that is going to do it for this week's midweek mock draft. I really liked drafting from the one, and I really liked waiting on quarterbacks. I think that's always been kind of my strategy, or at least last few years when I really got into researching that kind of stuff. I think late round quarterbacks is the move. I think it really helps you fill out your lineup better. But that is going to do it. Hope you liked our team. Go comment down below what picks you would have changed if you liked our team or not. And let us know where you want to see us draft from next, or if you want to see us draft our own teams next. We really like doing that. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Fantasy Football Addicts. We hope you enjoyed it. Go follow us on Twitter at DFFAddicts. And we're going to start pumping out some more content for you guys. We're really getting into the heat of it. Football season is coming around the corner, boys.
Ready, baby.
It's coming. I've never been so excited before.
Yeah, man, we need
You sound excited.
We need it.
Thrilled.
All right, boys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Fantasy Football Addicts. Deuces.
Hey, we didn't manage to do it this time, but you already know what it is, baby. Draft Clyde.